I'm sorry, before I said anything, I felt like I needed you to hear that main menu soundtrack for at least a few seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name is Juggernaut, and this is Hunt Showdown. I'll be giving you my first impressions of this game, and I'll show you what it basically is and what it's all about. So, Hunt Showdown is a PvP PvE game at the same time, whereby you and, well, either you alone or you with a partner are dropped on a map, and within said map you need to find, well, you need to basically complete a contract. And the way you complete a contract is you find clues for the monster that you need to kill, you kill said monster, and exit the map. Sounds simple enough? Well, the PvP aspect is that there are other hunter teams on the map as well, and they will try to kill you and do the same, pretty much the same contract as you're doing. Right, now, that's basically the gist of the game so far, and the game is in early access. It's developed in the CryEngine, looks damn near gorgeous, and it creates a fantastic atmosphere when you're either shooting at someone, creeping around, you know, whatever. So, let me talk about one more aspect about the game theoretically before we actually get into said game. So, you have what is called a Bloodline, and you have specific hunters. So, a Bloodline is pretty much you, the player, right? Everything that you do throughout the game is accumulated in Bloodline points, and you unlock stuff as you go. So, you'll unlock, well, first of all, you unlock nothing, then you unlock a Winchester, then you unlock, well, it's some type of long rifle, whatever. Then you unlock money, then you'll unlock axes and perks and stuff like that, and other equipment and so on and so forth, in up to level 100, I think, at which point you can prestige and then go all the way back to tier 0. However, this is the Bloodline. This is all the characters that you ever played, everything that rounds up into there. Hunters are specific characters that you play as, so what do you go down on the map as? And these you buy and recruit. Well, Juggernaut, hold on, you played the game, you don't have any hunters. Correct, because they all died. The game has permadeath. So, if on a contract, one of your many, or your only character, your only hunter dies, he's dead for good. Okay? He's gone. He's never coming back. You need to then buy a new one and head into the game. Buying a new one costs money, though if you do relatively reasonably well in the game, you should be able to afford a new hunter. Also, if you don't have any money or any hunters, you will be given a tier 0 hunter for free to start you off. But considering you start the game with $2,000, best try and not get into that situation, right? There is also a store where you can buy various weapons. For example, I believe I have a couple of these Romero shotguns, a couple of these Caldwell pistols. And you can buy all sorts of consumables and stuff here to put on your hunters. So, that's quite enough theory crafting. Let's recruit the cheapest one we can find, because I'm a terrible player, and let's begin. So, we level him up? No. He starts with level 1. Good. Okay. He's going to start off with that pistol. So, let's get into the game. For now, I have 3 contracts available to me. A night contract in which I'm supposed to kill the Butcher, a day contract in which I'm supposed to kill some spiders, and a day contract in which I'm supposed to kill both. So you can play this game either solo or with a random player or by inviting one of your friends from Steam. Solo is not really what you think it is. Solo is simply going into the same map as everyone else alone. This means you will be up against other teams, so it is highly recommended that you play with someone. But then again, solo is very possible. I mean, there's no reason for you not to play solo, but so long as you understand that you will be at a disadvantage when it comes to, well, other teams that get spawned in. And that's kind of my one criticism of the game so far that I have. The gunplay is great, the atmosphere is great. We're going to get in, I'll show you everything when we get in. It's fairly straightforward. but the complete lack of any sort of individual, be it single player or solo experience, is a little bit, I don't know. However, bear in mind that the game is in early access, and no, it's not that kind of early access. I know it's a bit of a taboo nowadays. Early access tends to be code word for the game's terrible, but give us money anyway. Obviously, not always. There's fantastic early access games. Just take a look at Subnautica, for example. That's like the greatest early access success story we're probably ever going to get. But the thing is, there are also games that don't do so well. This is in early access, so it is still in development, but what you have so far is a pretty damn solid product. So, tell you what, let's go with a random person, and let's just play. And as it finds the different teams that are going to be dropped around the map, I will also talk about the clues and how you do that a little bit. So, essentially, what you need to do is you need to find clues around the map. However, these clues are shared between everyone. So, if another team finds a clue, you will get information as well. Why? Well, it basically means that, you know, not everyone has to find all 3 clues before getting somewhere, and it sort of accelerates the action and makes PvP actually happen, if that makes much sense. Right? Essentially, it makes it so that PvP will actually happen, because if it doesn't, the map's pretty damn big. And if the clues aren't shared, you will potentially get in a situation where there is no... You will get in a situation where there is no fighting between you or any other players due to the size of the map. I'm filling dead air, more or less, okay? And there you go, actually. If your hunter dies, half the XP they earned in their final mission will be transferred to your Bloodline. If they survive, the full XP they earned is transferred to the Bloodline, and they do keep their XP as well, so you can level them up and build them up as a character, but don't be too sad when they go away, because they will go away eventually. Yeah, they will get murdered. I mean, you know, if you're really good at the game, then chances are you will never get killed, if you're really, really good at the game, but it is fairly brutal. With most weapons, a headshot will kill you instantly. A couple of shots to the body is all it takes, and well, the good thing is, though, you can be revived if you're playing with a teammate. So the two of you can be revived. Well, you can revive one another. Obviously, when you do so, you will lose some health, so you won't be at full health as at the start. But you can revive yourselves. I don't know how many times. I think it's infinite. Maybe it's not, but I remember reviving a particular guy 4 times, or 3 or 4 times, and he fought on to the end, and, well, we both end up dying on that mission, but, you know, still. You can revive one another. What about the map itself, though? What about the enemies? Well, it's not an empty map that you go around just doing not much in. It really isn't. I can't shot one on this. Okay. There is stuff. So I said that you were supposed to kill monsters. That's sort of the contract part of the game. I'm sorry, you get distracted. You get distracted by having to talk with someone while doing this. Okay. We're going a bit fast and furious there, mate, but fine. There are zombies. Yes. Yes, there are. And if it isn't obvious so far, the game is set in a sort of Wild West-ish type of timeline. You got that? Alright. This guy looks like he knows what he's doing. I'm gonna follow him like the bloody plague. Followed people around late medieval Europe. Let's get out of here. The way you track down clues is by holding down E. You get this sort of vision, and the blue stuff is clues, and you need to go over there. There will be some other type of sort of boost mode to this added as well, I believe, but so far, this is all that you do. game is absolutely bloody gorgeous, right? The PvE aspect, however, like I mentioned, is not just the monster you need to find, because the map is pretty damn big, as you can see. The PvE aspect also is the fact that you need... That's my boomstick. Oh. Ow. Did not expect that. Okay. That's locked. Oh, hold on. Nice shot. Genuinely nice shot. Okay. Did I turn on my flashlight by accident? Yes, I did. Right, and that's essentially everything that there is about the gameplay itself. It only has this mode, and you go on various contracts, and that's about it. There will be, again, probably there will be stuff added later down the line as well, but the core gameplay is this. Oh, fuck me. Fuck. Get out of the way. Get out the way. Usually you don't get hit by those things, if you're careful, but I'm not, because I'm talking, and I'm focusing on other stuff. At any rate, that's a bit much in the way of fall damage, but okay. No, we healed ourselves, it's fine. There are these various pickups around the map that you will find too: ammunition, health, also tools to an extent, like axes, hammers, stuff like that, and lanterns, and which essentially act as grenades and stuff like that as well. You will find around the map, but the PvE aspect exists, and I've seen people die to PvE, not just the main sort of monster you need to kill, the boss fight. That is pretty damn difficult. You need to coordinate, you need to work together, and if you solo the fucker, then there's one behind me, isn't there? Yep. Mate, we're going a bit fast and furious here, and I don't mind. But there is this problem of us dying to, you know, not being able to crouch. I say, Jungle, but you can crouch. Well, no, because he's not crouching. That doesn't make me much of a teammate. Health. We need to find health. Crying out loud. Alright. Here's the thing. I don't like this character. Because I don't like playing with a shotgun that only has one round in it. Pistol's pretty damn okay, but yeah, I don't really like it. We found health. Lovely. There we go. We can move on now, yes? Good. Where are we going? We're supposed to be going that way, not... Fine, we'll just run across the map like in the Expendables. That really is the thing, though, isn't it? This character is rather expendable. I don't know what that... Look, I can speak a bit of Russian. I don't know what he means. Well, let me try and read it again. I have no idea what Sobak is. I have no idea what Sobak is. You're gonna find this communication problem being a bit of an issue. Fine, look, whatever. Why do you want to kill that thing? It has done nothing. It has done nothing wrong to you. It has wronged you in no way. I mean, sure, it's a eldritch abomination and monstrosity, but you're announcing our presence to other players, which might not be the worst thing in the world if we can kill them. But you know, The hell is a sobak? Whatever. Room? Is it? Does that mean room? That kind of sounds like room. But a bit more proficient at English and French, if you haven't noticed. At any rate, whatever. Might want to move out of doorways, because, you know, 2 guns pointing at whatever you're shooting at is better than 1. But, sure. Nah, Juggernaut, you do understand, you haven't pushed push to talk. He has no idea what you're saying. Ah, there, right. I got it. Got it. There's something over there, and I have no idea what. Do you want us to kill these things? Oh, that hit him, come on. There we go. Pretty sure what he means is he found something here, and I have no idea what the something is, though. Oh. Shite, sorry. There's a bear trap. Want to use this? There's one there. So what? I'll set up a bear trap there. Because if this ends up being a popular area, someone's going to go there. And just maybe step in it. In there? I don't know. Graphically, like I said, the game is absolutely bloody gorgeous. Well, in terms of graphical fidelity, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's nice looking. However, a lot more important is the atmosphere that it creates, and that is just lovely. Night missions are spooky, creepy, with low visibility, well, relatively low visibility. These foggy day missions create a great atmosphere as well. What are we doing? What are we doing here? I don't... Is it in? Ah! So you open the gate for the teammate goes in. Oh, okay, gotcha. Sort of got you there. Look, my understanding of Russian is partial, but I think functional enough to, understand what he means. At any rate, I probably shouldn't have done that, because I just used 1 bullet, but hey. There is also sort of something that also like lends itself well to atmosphere and stuff like that. Is ow, ouch, 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 ouch. I accidentally just hit myself. Sorry. Something that lends itself really, really well to atmosphere is the fact that there's all sorts of that, for example, but also on the ground. There's all sorts of stuff that you can walk into. Chains there as well, and this will not only attract what are essentially grunts. Well, they call them grunts, but they're not just grunts. The grunts and other things, other eldritch monstrosities in the area. But not only that, it will also attract various. Oh, you can open this and shoot through it. Lovely. But it will also attract various players too. For example, if someone's near you, well. Yeah. He's obviously going to find out where you are and be able to sort of track you down by audio. So, and combat is really damn quick against them. Well, usually is pretty damn quick against other players. Couple of shots is, like I said, all it takes. And there you go, you have broken glass there, for example. So as you walk over it, it leaves off a... not leaves off, but it makes a sound, obviously. Whereas walking on something like this, mud is, which is rather soft, it leaves no audio whatsoever. I believe we're ambushing players here. I believe this is what we're doing. You have 50-ish something minutes, 50 to 60 minutes. Probably above 50. I'm not sure if it's 55 or 60. But you have a certain amount of time that you need to... What are we doing? Can I mark the map? I can't mark the map. See, that would be... Is that good enough to understand one another? Yes. Yes. See, all it takes is a little bit of primitive communications. Health. I don't need health. You need health, maybe. Okay. I'm gonna get the pistol out. Because we may run into people now. Now this is a good area to be hiding in. We've taken a phenomenal route when it comes to avoiding other players, or at the very least hiding from them. That is until we got here, but hey. Nothing's perfect, yeah? Alright. Ooh, someone found the spider. I'm not gonna say I called it, but I fucking called it. What are we shooting at? I can't see it. People? Yup. Okay. I don't have a good weapon for this. This is a long-range engagement, and I'm going to have to leave it to the Russian. Which sounds a little bit like... Usually you don't want to leave him to the long-range stuff. You want to have him get up close and personal, which... Look at that, his national instincts are kicking in.
I'm using something. Oh. It explains a lot. We will escape like that.
Fuck. There is voice over IP, and you can hear people actually talking, which is potentially one of the greatest inventions this game has... Mate! I needed your help. They killed him. They actually killed him, I didn't see that. There you go. Alright, so... I think that's as good as first impressions as you're gonna get from me. Yeah. There you go. It's basically that. It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome, and it's kind of slow-paced enough to really let you feel the atmosphere and feel absolutely everything, and to have a really damn good time, right? So that really lends itself well, and oh, and stuff all to bloody well everything. It's really, really great. So, yeah, there you go. We found one clue, we died, didn't complete the contract, and we killed 23 monsters. So, there you go. I ended up losing money on that, but that's fine. Yeah, it's kind of like the sort of management elements here remind me quite a little bit of Escape from Tarkov, and that can only be a good thing. Well, not necessarily, but it's a good game, that, and this reminds me quite a bit of it, so at least the entire management element. Well, I mean, there you sort of escape with loot, and here you don't escape with loot, but with the contract, but, you know, there's similarities in that, when you sort of go into the map, and ultimately your job is to do stuff there and then get out. It's really good, and it doesn't really lend itself that well to watching, I'm afraid. Well, it does and it doesn't. I enjoy watching Escape from Tarkov, but it's very different when you actually get in there and play. Because you then sort of feel this tension of, oh, behind every corner can be a dude with a shotgun pointed to my head and stuff like that. You really get this sort of sense of, you get this sort of rush, you know, and then there's this excitement from the game. So, yeah, it's really cool. I fully recommend that you try it. It is right now on sale for $20, or maybe even less, depending on your regional equivalent. And it is also free for the next 2 days on Steam. So you can try it out and see whether you like it. But, yeah, I absolutely love this game so far, and I can't wait to see what else they put in it. And I am sort of hoping for, like, a single-player-ish type of thing, because right now, playing with people, as cool as it is a little bit, you know, it's a little bit, not the greatest, all the time. I mean, sometimes you want to, like a break from that. A sort of half equivalent to this in Tarkov would be you can play as a scav, right? So this costs nothing, but you can only do it once a day. I think something like that in this game would be phenomenal, because essentially it will allow you to not spend money, which you do have a fair bit of, I admit. It's not that big of a problem. And then you can't really buy that much to spend all your money. But what you can do, game developers, if you're listening, but no, what I think would be a great idea is to have, like, sort of a system like that, to pick up a random hunter, not one of the ones that you have here, but you can only do it, let's say, once every 24 hours, or once every 12 hours. Right, so you play as one of well, 24 hours, I think, is a good timeline to make sure people don't abuse it, and, you know, actually play the game without the thing. I think that'd be really good, because then you could play as that, but, you know, obviously the random hunter does not level up. Maybe, I don't know, give it like a XP penalty to the Bloodline, or doesn't contribute to the Bloodline at all, which would make a lot of sense considering it's like yeah, Bloodline being they're all sort of in some way related, right? Well, let's assume that for a minute. And yeah, I think that'd be pretty damn good. But at any rate, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video, and we'll stay tuned with the rest of the content that I produce on this channel. Check out the game. The link will be in the description down below, as well as a sort of brief description of the game itself, for those of you who don't want to watch the entire video. And, yeah, tell me if you want to see more of this, because I'm more than willing to play, and, well, if you want to play with me, then just hit me up on Steam, and, we will play. Probably. Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, if you want to play, feel free to contact me, and, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.